Happy Saturday, stackers. Or should I say stacker? Because I think Sean, 95151, might be the only stacker in the room. Hey Sean, how's it going? Good to see you on a Saturday, almost evening. Getting ready for the big show tonight. Hope you are having a good week, or had a good week, or I don't know, having a good weekend and all that. How's the weather up there? Are you freezing your ass off up in, what are you up in Philly or in Pennsylvania somewhere? Hope everything's going all right. And it got kind of cold down. I mean, Florida cold. It was like, I don't know, like the 70s or something down here, which was really nice, to be honest. But heard some other people up north got a lot of snow and all that. So, which I guess could be a good thing, because if you got a lot of snow, that means you are stuck inside and we'll have plenty of time to bid on whatnot tonight. I don't know. Maybe snowstorms are a good thing for whatnot streamers. Pardon me. I'm so sorry. I gotta stop doing that. Every once in a while, I do one of those sniffles, and I forget just how disgusting that sounds. It probably sounds in the mic. It's probably all amplified. So, all right. Let's see here. Well, let's get into it. We've got a lot of stuff this week that we've stocked for this week's show, and a couple of big announcements too. So first off, we've got I'm doing shows every Saturday. I think we've talked about this. I've talked about this. So every Saturday we've got an auction. So this Saturday it's business as usual, and I'm going to go through the inventory that we're going to be putting out there tonight. That's what I do in the stream every Saturday. But next Saturday, that's going to be March 30th. Next Saturday, March 30th. I was just looking at the calendar there. We are having free shipping in our show. It's our 1K celebration, and it's not 1,000 followers. It's 1,000 sales, because when you hit 1,000 sales on whatnot, they give you what they call it, early payment. So, which to me seems like regular payment, but whatnot calls it early payment. And I'm not going to bicker with them, because I've got the early payment now, and so basically you get paid for your orders when you ship your orders, which is amazing. It makes such a difference when you're trying to get inventory in the door and keep the shows running. So. We're really excited about that. So we're going to do a special free shipping show next Saturday as a thank you to everybody, for getting us to that 1,000 mark. And then we'll see how it goes. I might keep shipping free. I would like to keep shipping free for the duration for the future. And whatnot shipping works in kind of a funny way. And a lot of people, I don't think, understand how it works. But I think it's a good system, where in general, if you just stick to the defaults, the buyer is always going to pay shipping. And the way, like when you're bidding on an item, see, when I make listings, I have to classify the weight of the listing. So if I'm selling this dollar coin, they have different profiles. 1 ounce, I think it's like a 1 ounce, and then 1 to 3 ounce, and then 3 to 7 ounces. So, oh no, is Sean going to be out of town? No! Oh no, that's terrible. That's okay. That's, we'll find another one for you, Sean. I'm hoping this is going to start a new tradition of free shipping shows, because really, if people are buying, like what I've noticed is most of the times I'm selling, I can have 100 people in the room for an auction. But when I go to ship, maybe 15 to 20 people actually bought stuff, which is okay. I'm very entertaining. I get it. There's 80 people there just to see me. I understand that. But, so it's not a large percentage of people that actually buy stuff. So I think free shipping will be a good thing. It'll, everyone likes to not pay shipping. But I also think the way Whatnot does shipping is pretty easy on both sides, because, and that brings me to another point. I've switched the shipping settings for tonight's show, where prior to it I was using I was not doing the flat rate box shipping, and this is a new thing on Whatnot. And the basic overview of how how it works is when you're bidding on an item, you'll see like in the lower left-hand corner of the screen, the price for shipping. And it varies depending on the item. It's based on the weight. Well, Whatnot kind of automatically figures that we're going to combine all these into one box. And it also checks my zip code versus your zip code and the weight that I say the item is when we're bidding. And that's how it comes to that price. And you'll notice if you buy one thing, it usually starts off, the first shipping's like $4. And then the next item might be like 50 cents. And then the next item might be 30 cents. And then eventually it's just free because Whatnot figures out, okay, well, we've combined all this into one thing. But you know, in my case, I was capping it, I think, at $5. I can't remember. But there's this new system that's really actually cool where Whatnot, if you use priority mail flat rate shipping, will cap it at $8 for up to 50 pounds. So basically, by switching over to the flat rate boxes, even though you still have to pay for shipping this show, you know, the more you buy, like eventually you'll only spend $8. And I think it's going to really help because one of the things I'm also going to have to do for this show that I've noticed is I'm going to have to increase the shipping profile because we're doing a lot of juice lots this show. And that's actually the next big point to come to. Everyone seems to really like juice lots. I like juice lots. It's more exciting, more fun. And if you don't know what a juice lot is, for all 10 of us watching, it's basically when you take one, you start with one thing, and you start just throwing stuff in, you're juicing it. You know, you're throwing in 5, 6, 10 items. And there's two ways that we do it. One, I got what I call the juice box. If I can find it, I got my juice box over here. And we'll start off with the juice box. And, you know, I'll say, okay, we got this, what is this? This is, oh, it's a steel cent. We'll throw in the steel cent. Oh, look, here's a 1955 S uncirculated penny. These are some German 60s pennies, you know. And I'll just keep throwing stuff into the box. And the problem that I've noticed in the last couple of auctions, people have really liked the juice lots, but my shipping profiles are all like 3 ounces. When we get done with the juice lot, the thing is like 20 ounces. I'm way off on people's shipments on what the weight's supposed to be. So I'm going to have to set the shipping profile to like 3 pounds for each item because one of the most popular things we do, actually I'm going to have 2 shipping profiles, probably a smaller shipping profile for a regular juice lot. But then one of the things that got really popular are these, I have PCGS boxes that we're juicing. So basically, we have like 50 of these tonight. There's a coin in here. Every one of these boxes has a coin in it. This one, okay, so look, this is Maya Angelou First Strike MS64. So there's one coin in it, and then I just start dropping in other coins, you know, and we fill this box up until people stop bidding. We're going to fill this box up, you know. Really, really popular. Really, really fun. And I'll probably drop this in at one point. Last week I did the same thing. I threw a Carson City Morgan in there, you know, at one point. I've got silver. We'll throw some silver in. It's whatever. It's just a big bulk purchase. Hey, Gold Maple, number 2, doing great. Good to see you. Thanks for coming out. Hopefully, I don't know if you're on Whatnot, but there's a affiliate link in the description if you want to sign up for Whatnot. But we're going over the auction tonight and the stuff that we're going to have out there. So good to have you in the room. But hey, we can talk about gold, silver, coin collecting, anything else. You got any questions? You want to talk about something? Whatever. You know, this is general. You know. Oh my God, Sean, you missed the CC last week. I can't believe. Oh, that's right. Because you're right. Because after I dropped it in, I somebody said, I thought it was you who said, "Hey, drop the CC in." Maybe it wasn't, but I dropped it in, and you didn't bid, and I was shocked because that box, I think the whole box went for like $150, which that CC, I mean, I would say that CC, $150 is a little rich for just the CC, but for the CC, a PCGS box and 20 coins, that was a great deal. So I was kind of surprised. Like usually you are on that, like white on rice, you know. So in any event, we're doing all these juice lots tonight. So these things, when I fill up a box, it ends up being about 3 pounds. So the shipping profile for one of these is going to end up being, we're going to have a 3 pound profile. So you are going to see a higher shipping number. Typing in a bit of it. Nice. You're going to see a higher shipping number initially. you know, the first item you buy, the number might be a little higher because these are much heavier lots that we're putting out there. Heck, the PCGS box alone weighs 9 ounces. But it's going to be capped. $8.35 is the most you'll pay for shipping, and you can buy 10 of these things, you know, and they're all going to fit in one box. So while like the first couple items may end up, you know, being a little pricier than you're noticing in the past, like overall the shipping I think will be, it may be cheaper. I don't know how it worked out before on heavier stuff because I didn't have the flat rate boxes enabled. Welcome in. It's Carson City, hard to find. Yes, yeah, I don't have a 95cc, but I do have a 90, what is this, or an 82. So one of these 82s, if these juice boxes start going high, we'll juice them with one. We'll throw this one in there. So, yeah. So anyways, that's the shipping part. I think it's going to be fine. You might just notice the first item's a little higher. Not a big deal. But that leads me to, once we get through this week, so this week, let's go into some of the stuff. So we already talked about a little. We've got the juice lots that we're going to be doing with the graded coins. I picked up a nice collection, so there's definitely going to be some different graded coins in here. I know we've got like, this is a cool Maya Angelou. This is one of the first year American Woman Quarter 2022s. We've got some nice red, there's like a CAC, an MS65 red CAC Lincoln Cent, like a 1955, I forget, in one of them. There's, I don't know, you'll find it. You'll see as we go through them. There's going to be a lot of different ones. And some of them will have the lower end coins to start off with. Like, oh, I keep hitting that camera. Like, as always, I have, we've got our my favorite coins in the world, my basement graders. Tons of these tonight. Tons of these. Buffalo nickels. Got tons of Indian head cent buffalo nickels. We've got lots of we got lots of the ancient fragments, you know, which are cool. I actually really like these ancient fragments. It's like they cut up a piece of an old Roman coin and give you a little fragment of it. So we got a ton of those. Tons of buffalo nickels. And then oh boy, what else? Some of the actually, this is nice. I got a lot of Ikes. We got a lot of Ikes. No, I collect World Bullion. I love World Bullion. I'm actually, I'm a huge fan, and you'll see it. I've got some World Bullion to show you here in a minute. I'm a huge fan of the royal family. It's one of my guilty pleasures, is royal news and gossip, which unfortunately I feel very bad for what's going on with Kate Middleton. But yeah, like I'm a huge fan. So I have a lot of bullion from the Royal Mint, a lot of Canadian stuff. I like Canadian stuff. I think it's nice. I love Canadian silver dollars, and I have some Canadian silver here. I'll show you in a minute. So we got a ton of Ikes. So I picked up a collection that had a lot of these Ikes. These are, I don't know, this is from Beckett. I don't know what that B stands for, but we'll be probably throwing a lot of these Ikes in the juice boxes. Yeah, and like those Roman coins. The Roman coins are cool because they kind of take the lower end ones and they just kind of cut them into little pieces. But you got a kind of nice little piece, and these can go cheap. You know, we'll just put them in a juice box, and you got a little. It's cool because you got something that's a couple thousand years old sitting there. And then I'll have a bunch of these bags. So these are bags of wheat cents. So there's 10 to a bag. I think there's a combo of like 30s, 40s, and 50s wheat cents. So again, these are just going to get thrown into the juice lots. And we got a ton of those laying around. We've got some silver. So the silver, I don't know. I think with the silver, we'll run it. I'm going to do it 2 ways with the silver. I want to put some in the juice lots because people like it. And then I'm going to run some singles, and I'm going to buck and go the single ones so we can get some cheap deals on silver too, because I know everyone likes to get silver below spot, and you know whatnot. Sellers don't love it, but I respect it. I respect your right to get free silver. Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. That's cool. I wonder, are ASEs hard to come by in Canada? I don't know. So we've got these tonight. These are really cool. I love these. This is a premium silver product. These are silver bullets. So if up in Canada you got any werewolf problems, or these are really neat. They're let me see if we can get that in focus. So they are I think these are $9.99. Yep, and it's really cool on the. Let me see back on the firing near the firing. I don't know if they call that the pin or whatever it is, but it says at 1 ounce, $9.99 AG, or 1 ounce, $9.99 AG right there. So sorry, it's hard for me to read that, and I always forget the difference. I'm gonna be honest. I always say silver or gold. I forget. So yes, that's true. Maples don't get as milky, and so we're gonna. I don't know if we'll buck and go these. We'll put some of these in juice lots. These things go for like $40. The primer. Thank you, Sean. I love you. Sean knows everything. I've learned in a short time. Whenever I can't figure out something, Sean, I don't know. He's a Renaissance man. He knows. Like I feel. I don't know how to tie knots very well. I feel like I'm gonna invite Sean to Florida if I ever need to like go sailing and be like, Sean, can you show me how to tie knots? Nice, Maple. You got a nice selection there. I don't have a lot of koalas. I love the Lunar series, and I wish I had more of those. Perth mint stuff can get pricey, and I do like it though. I think Perth mint is super underrated. Super underrated. So yeah, we've got the silver bullets tonight, which are going to be fun. People generally like these. I'm not going to sell the whole box because it would be, and they are 45 cal. So I'm not going to sell the whole box at one time. We'll do them, one at a time. Then here we go. We've got gold maple. Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't know where these are made. Well, I think these are American actually. They're that's kind of interesting though, to delineate between the countries. So gold maple is from your neck of the woods. I've got 1 tube of these left, so we'll run these. These are 2018 polar bears, and I really like this Canadian coin. I think this is a nice, really nice coin. I'm gonna probably keep a few of them back. I might, so I don't know if I'll run the whole tube or all 20 of them, but we're gonna run these tonight. And like I said, we will probably throw some of these in on some juice lots, and we'll also just run some one at a time. This is a half-ounce coin. It's I don't know, it's been pretty popular. I've seen a lot of people selling these around lately, but I don't know, I like them, so we will have those. And I don't know if I'll get any more after this. I think I don't know if I'll see any more of these, so we'll see what happens once we get rid of those. Then we've got some bars left, and again, we'll do some juice lots, we'll do some buck and goes. So these are San Marino's Peregrine Falcon coin. That sounds kind of cool. San Marino. I didn't know. I used to have these 10-ounce silver bars. They were called like Itali Prezzi or something like that. And it's like the only stuff I'd ever seen that had Italy on it. So that might be interesting. I'll have to take a look at those. My wife's from Italy, so whenever I can find Italian stuff, I try to get it because, it's her people. I respect that. So yeah, so we've got these, Highland Mint. I think these are Highland Mint. We've got about 10 of these left. So we will run these tonight as well. We'll either juice them or run them one at a time again, like probably a combination of both. Some will get thrown into a box. Some of them will get run on their own. Same for, we've got these guys, the Aztec calendar rounds. Still got a few of these. I got quite a few of these left. I like these a lot. I think what I've learned is, again, I sound like a broken record. I think packaging these. So some of these will run in juice lots. Some of these I'm going to try to maybe not run a whole juice lot, but just put a couple other coins with it. Because we're just about every time we buck and go silver, we're always like $1 or $2 short of retail, and bullion is just such a low margin business that extra dollar, going from like 29 to 32 is like the difference between me giving someone $1 and me getting $1. On it's just. But people like silver, and that's why I keep doing it. Just because it's We want people to have what they want. So we will. Gosh, I love the back of that. That's so intricate. The Mayan calendar back of that round. But these are brand new, so we will run some of these on their own, and we will run some of these in juice lots, and hopefully we will get them all out the door tonight. I think I've got like 10 or 12 left or something like that. And then we've got some new stuff. New silver. Gold maple, you might like these. Pandas, man. I love pandas, except they're just pricey. And I'm cheap. I'm a little cheap, so... but yeah, the Lunar series are cool too. And you can usually get a good deal on those. So here's some new Canada stuff. Well, it's not new Canada stuff. It's new to our auctions. These are actually 2017, but these are still in a mint tube. It's a 150th anniversary, and this is a 1 ounce Canadian silver. And what I love about this is it's got the Voyager dollar on it, with like... It's not an actual restrike of a Canadian silver dollar, but it's got the, the Voyager print on it, however you want to call it, effigy. I don't know if you can call it, but in any event, these will do the same thing. We will buck and go some, and we will throw some in juice slots, and these are 1 ounce coins, so these are all going to go off tonight as well. Man, gold maple collects stuff from all over the world. That's pretty cool. I don't have a lot of Mexican coins. I got 1 Libertad sitting around, 1 or 2. I've got a few raw ones. I don't know. Like, Libertads, I'm not a huge... I like them. I think they're beautiful. But they're expensive. And I can't take it. I just can't... Sometimes, I don't know. Even having one of them, I just hate spending a lot on an ounce of silver. It just kills me. Last thing, and oh no, this is not the last thing. We looked at these already. Right here. These are fresh off the boat. This was a sealed tube I got from the Royal Mint. And these are Britannias. But I already sold half of them. So I sold half of them locally, but these are 2023 Britannias. I've got 10 left, and these are clean as a whistle, man. Clean as a whistle, except, of course, I just got my thumbprint on that one. Britannias can be hard to get out of the dang tube sometimes. My goodness. But yeah, we've got, these are the 2023 Charles with Charles on them. So I've always been a big fan of Britannias. The 2 ounce RCMP silver and I love the goose. I have a lot of the goose half dollars. You know, I'm going to look into it. If I can get some of those for the shows, I will from my distributors. The challenge, I think, with Canadian silver is the maple leaf is very, very common here. A lot of people buy those. But the stuff you're talking about, you have to end up ordering direct from the Royal Mint. Yeah, Sean, I agree with you. Britannias have a tendency to get a little milky here and there. But you know, I don't know. I like the security feature on them. I like gold Britannias too. They're 4.9's fine. They're nice. But overall, I think it's a good high-ish premium coin. But we'll see how they do. Maybe we'll get maple leafs next time or something. But and same thing. We will juice these. We will some of them in juice lots. Some of them will buck and go. So yeah, and that's all the. I think those are all the silver coins that we're going to run tonight. We've got a few other things back here. These will all be juice lot items, I have a feeling. So this is just random collection stuff. This is a PD, looks like PD Nevada State Quarters. This is a, I don't know, I never knew Whitman Publishing made these things. This is Whitman Publishing. It's a set of nickels, of Westford series nickels. It looks like some of them might be gold plated. Gotcha. No, that makes sense. And actually, that's a good point. The ones because I don't have a lot of tubes of Britannias. The ones I have, I generally keep in capsules. This is a little like just rare coins of the last 20th century. It's still in a bag. In fact, I'm going to take it out of this bag. I don't know. This is just the collection that I got. Just they had it in a bag. Oh, those old British coins are cool too. Man, Gold Maple, you've got a pretty extensive collection, it sounds like. So this is another one of those plaques. It's like it's an Indian head cent, steel penny. That steel penny looks like it might have been dipped or redipped or whatever they call it. Sometimes they dip them in, I don't know if it's zinc. And it's got a Merc dime, a Buffalo nickel, and a bicentennial quarter. So this one actually is pretty cool. This one is another steel cent, I think a war nickel. I don't know why they put maybe it's a 42 cent, and that's why. I don't know. And there's a Roosevelt stamp from 45, which is kind of cool. This is an actual uncirculated or unused or whatever they call it postage stamp. So, and it comes with one of those certificate of authenticity signed by someone you don't know from the Morgan Mint saying, let's see, this guarantees that your collection contains genuine legal tender struck by the U.S. Mint, and it also contains a genuine postage stamp. So there you go, guys. Bid with confidence because Gene Bravado of the Morgan Mint says so. But I don't think he's lying. I think this is genuine stuff. And this isn't super expensive stuff. I like the postage stamp, though, actually. I don't collect a lot of postage stamps, so if I can get stuff like this cheap or in a juice lot, I usually like it because it comes with stuff that I don't normally pick up. So that'll go off tonight. Then we've got a bunch of uncirculated stuff. So these are 95, no envelope. I think I'm going to juice these. I don't think uncirculated lots really go for a whole lot on their own. So we'll run these. I've got one more. This is just a state quarter collection. This one is definitely going to go in a juice lot. I can't run these on their own very well. But yeah, it's just some uncirculated state quarters. That'll go in. Let's see. We've got, and I don't know if all of them will. I might hold some of these back for later. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But you can see we've got 03, 04, let's see, 03, 04, 02. So 02, 03, 04, uncirculated sets. So if you're into uncirculated sets, then you'll pay $1 for 5 quarters. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate that. Oh, man, that is a Sean deal right there. 5 for 1, 5 for 1. Oh, man. So yeah, and then we've got, oh boy, a bunch of other like collection leftovers. These are just some like uncirculated state quarters, I think. A bunch of them. A couple other things over here. This is just like an Indian head cent. It's kind of beat up, to be honest, but we'll throw it in with a lot. Some people like that sort of stuff. Got plenty of these George Bush dollars still, so those will go. Yeah. Oh, and then. So that's all the coins, and you probably can't see, but there's a ton of slabs. Ton of slabs as always. Like, I mean, I could just stack them up all day long. You know, I could make nothing but one big massive stack of these slabs. You know, for the, oh shit, I just hit the mic. I mean, like, I could just like block the whole camera out. We're gonna just run the heck out of these things. You know, people love them. So we will be killing the slabs and the juice boxes and the juice lots. Now, I also have currency. And Sean, I'm actually very interested in your opinion in particular on this because I know you're not like a big time currency collector, but you occasionally do buy currency. When we have different lots, and I was thinking about splitting it out into a separate show because I don't know. There's two reasons. One, the shipping profiles are just different for currency versus coins. You know, the coins are heavy, currency's not. And the other thing is I've got so many coins now, and I have a good deal of currency this week. It's just hard to get it all in one show. But if you think coin people like having a little currency here and there, you know, I'll do some currency runs. I just don't know. There's just so much to do, and the goal is to sell everything you got, you know, in the one show. And maybe I could do a Sunday currency show. So if so yeah, I'm just curious if you like a little currency with your coins, or if you could care less and you just buy it to be nice, or because there's, it catches your eye every once in a while. Yeah, so then we've got a lot of currency this week, a lot of world stuff, and some US stuff too. So we've got this actually I love doing. I still love doing the consecutive $2. So I've got a stack here. I've got a band. So this is a couple hundred, or this is 100 consecutive twos. So oh, nice. Gold maple with the banknotes too. Nice. So these are going to be consecutive serial numbers. And I actually really like doing consecutive serial number kind of run through and see people like win and kind of take over and keep a streak alive. That can be kind of fun. I'm not going to lie. I enjoy that. So I've got some of that. We've got, this is nice. This is a nicer, it's still not like, it's not UNC or even AU, but like it's a nice Hawaiian emergency dollar. And I don't even know if I'll run this. I'll probably keep this around for show. This is probably something that I got to be pretty drunk to buck and go, or it's just, I don't know. I'm very tempted to just keep this in my collection, but that's there. We've got bunch of, these are godless. No motto on the back. Silver Search, just a bunch of different ones. They're in decent shape. They're in the fine, I guess, range. So we've got that. And we've got, do like a little variety. Thought the Canadians were cool, but not really currency collector. Okay. Well, maybe we'll run some of the, we'll still run a little currency. Then that's fine. I don't know if I'll do the circulate. Maybe I'll save the twos for another show. And we'll run a couple of things here and there and just see how it goes. These are really nice. These are still some nice, just regular uncirculated silver certs. And again, these are no motto as well. And then these are more, God, these are really, really nice. These do have a motto. So you can see the difference, obviously. One says, "In God we trust," over the one, and one does not. So I think the godless ones are just a little more rare than the ones that have the motto on. Let's see, gold maple, no old U.S. banknotes. Yeah, well, next week I will probably have more of that stuff in stock. Yeah, they are in very nice shape. So maybe we'll run these, Sean. We'll run these uncirculated ones, and we'll run the other ones too. What the heck? It's not that hard. I've got a couple of, these are cool. These are fancy serial numbers. And I think I'll save these for the $2. We'll run them with the $2, but these are just trinaries. So where you have only like 3 of the same number in a serial number, there are a couple trinary $5. They're more modern. I might even keep those. I don't know. Sometimes I get a little hair up my butt and want to keep my circulated currency. Let's see. I might have one other thing here that I was thinking of throwing in some of these juice slots. Actually, where are they? I have some Canadian silver that I picked up. Oh, World Banknotes. Yeah, let's take a look. So these, and I can definitely run some of these tonight. Gold maple, nice. We're gaming. Nice to see ya. Nice icon there. Just got a nice war nickel. That's awesome. These are just a whole bunch of different world notes that I'm just going to run some lots with. Maybe we can do a couple juice lots of these too. So, and that's why I'm thinking of having the separate currency show, because I just have so much currency right now. So these are cool. These are some Zimbabwe notes. I really love this $1 one, because this was from the hyperinflation Zimbabwe time frame, right? Where I think I've got a bigger note here. Like I've got one of the, here's a $500,000 note next to a $1 note, which I think is freaking hilarious from from Zimbabwe. But I've got a whole lot of historical Zimbabwe notes. I think these are more like bonds. But yeah, so there's a lot of the Zimbabwe notes. So I know people like those. There are some of the smaller ones. I think this one might actually be current. I think this one is actually active currency, because they got rid of their hyperinflation. So those like $500 trillion notes or whatever they used to have are no good anymore. So we've got some of those. I think these are Venezuelan. Like some of these, I just don't even know what they are. When you grab a collection, you just find these bags of stuff, right? So like those are pretty cool though. I like the paper here. I bet Sean knows exactly what each one of these are, because Sean knows everything. These are, I don't know. This is a dinara. I think there's some Vietnamese stuff in here. I don't think any of this is particularly valuable. I am not a currency guy. This is Vietnamese. I like this one. Okay. I love this note because I know it's from Vietnam. It says it, so I know that. And there we go on the Venezuela note, and it's this guy looks like Mr. Miyagi to me from the Karate Kid. I don't know who it is, but I'm going to sell this as a Mr. Miyagi note because I don't know. When I saw that, I kind of cracked up. I was like, oh my God, it's Mr. Miyagi. There's some Zambian notes, Republic of Guinea. Up, Mr. Miyagi again. So we'll have some more Mr. Miyagi. I think these are Thai. I think this is from Thailand. That guy, but I don't know. This guy looks badass though. He looks like a guy you don't want to muck with, man. I don't know if this is actual currency or it. This to me almost looks like some sort of like gambling ticket or something, but it's got a date on it, so who knows? Oh, Ho Chi Minh. That's Ho Chi Minh, huh? And there you go. Serbia has the dinar. Gold Maple knows. Gold Maple has all the world currency here. This is kind of cool. From Guinea. So yeah. So we're gonna run. I'll just run lots of these. There's some Viking money. It looks like. I don't think it's really Viking money. Must be some sort of Eastern European. So yeah, there's Miyagi. Here's 1,000 Miyagis. Like I wonder what you can get with 1,000 Miyagis in Vietnam. But Google Translate works for. Oh, that's actually good. I'll have to look at the Google Translate. That's cool. 50 kyats from Myanmar. I mean, there are countries I haven't even heard of. I mean, I guess I had heard of Myanmar, but yeah. So I think these. I'm probably not going to run. Oh, I love this Zambia. Zambian money, 10 kwechas. Who wants 10 kwachas from Zambia? I remember back in I think it was the 80s. Their soccer team had a good run at the Olympics or something. So yeah, and here's more. Oh, what's this? This is $20 from Guyana. 20 Guyanan dollars. And more Venezuelan money. I'm pretty sure the Venezuelan money, even if it's still active money, is completely worthless. I think they had a little hyperinflation. Here's some Nigerian money. If you ever had a prince who calls you on the internet, emails you, and says, hey, I need some money, now you don't have to send him a money order. You can actually send him Nigerian money. So we'll run this tonight, just in case you've got Nigerian princes looking for a loan in your life. Yeah, so these are just all different. Here's a little Angola, all different notes from around the world. So we'll just run some little lots, and I think I'll do those tonight. It's kind of fun. I love how, the rest of the world, their money is colorful as heck, man. Like, our U.S. money is a little boring. I'm not going to lie. It's all green. I mean, I guess that's good. We identify with green as the color of money, but I don't know. Some exciting stuff here. We got to get some Miyagis going in America. I'm going to maybe lobby my congressmen and senators and try and get Mr. Miyagi put on some sort of bill, maybe a $6 bill, because he taught Daniel-san to cut 6 pieces of ice in Karate Kid 2. I don't know. We'll see. And then, oh man, what if we had LaRussas? like, yeah, how much is that? It's 5 LaRussas. We could have Daniel on one of the coins too. That would be fun. Then you get Terry. So I want Johnny, actually. I want old Johnny. I want Cobra Kai Johnny. Sorry. I'm going off on a tangent. I do love Cobra Kai, though. God, that's another guilty pleasure of mine. Royal watching Cobra Kai. Alcohol. Guilty. Not so guilty. It is a pleasure. By the way, tonight's stream is going to be sponsored by Kentucky Gentleman. When you want the bottomest of the bottom shelf liquor, look no further than Kentucky Gentleman. In my research of my local liquor store, I was actually looking. There was a bourbon I used to get called Old Grandad that was a real bottom shelf booze, but I liked it. I thought Old Grandad, that was a good 100 proof kick in the nuts, man. And yes, all right, Maple, another Cobra Kai fan. Here's to you. Cheers. Here, we'll start early. We'll drink to the Cobra Kai fan. I don't know if I'm supposed to do this on YouTube. I don't care. Let's see. Cheers to the Cobra Kai fan. Oh shit, that tastes horrible. But I've had worse. Oh man, that goes down hard. Kentucky Gentleman. I was drinking Irish whiskey last week, so a little bit smoother than the Kentucky Gentleman. If you wake up alone with no pants on, look no further than Kentucky Gentleman. It was probably a Kentucky Gentleman that did that to you. So, anyways, yeah. So we'll drink some Kentucky Gentleman, and Sean knows the deals get better. The deals will get better as I drink more of this stuff all night long, and we'll probably kick back a couple Miller High Lifes too. Why not? When we have the Champagne of Year, I'm already losing it. I'm one sip in. Kentucky Gentleman is really, holy shit. We'll have the Champagne of Beers tonight. Yeah. So we'll run, maybe we'll buck and go that Morgan after we get some Kentucky Gentleman and Miller High Life in us. Oh, here's one other thing I got. Since we're doing juice lots, I'm getting festive. A lot of other streamers send like stickers when you win something. Well, now we're including stickers too, but they're booze stickers because they're juice lots. So every juice lot I'm going to be throwing in. Look at that. Some of them are not real. Italicus. I think that's very racist, by the way. My wife's from Italy, unless that's actually a liquor. That's terrible. But Tito's is real. Like, we can throw some of these in. So Hennessy, Oh, here's a nice little Don Julio. So whenever someone wins a juice lot, they're getting a juice sticker too. There's a nice little champagne, a little, yeah. So all fun improvements that are coming to the channel. And hey, guys watching, whoever's watching, there should be a link in the description. It's my Whatnot referral link. Sign up. You get $15 in credit. And you can come watch the show. Follow me. It's you can bookmark my auctions. But yeah, all this stuff is going to be going off on the Whatnot auction tonight. And I'd love to see you out there. I can't wait. Italicus is real. Just Googled it. Oh, Sean finally had to use Google to answer one of my questions. It took Italicus to challenge Sean. Oh man, wow. Let's see. That bottle looks old. Then, God, look at that thing. I wonder what that is. What is it, Sean? Is Italicus like? I can't read the. Is it gin? Nice country. Wow, you've been all over Italy there, Gold Maple. I've only been to where have I been? I've only been to like Gallipoli, where my wife is from. It was beautiful part of Italy. I'd like to see more of the country though. I've got to finish my video. I've got a London video from a coin shop I went to in London. I went to Paris. I've got a bike ride video on my channel of when we took some e-bikes through Paris. It was actually I love limoncello. There's a little limoncello bottle in here, actually. Yeah, you can make some nice drinks with limoncello. Oh, where is it? I saw one in here. So if you buy a juice lot tonight, you never know. You might end up with a limoncello. I don't know how it works for Canada, to be honest with you, on Whatnot. If you can even bid on I don't know. But boy, I can't find it now. I swear I saw a limoncello bottle, but it's Aperitivios. Interesting. I don't even know. I'm gonna have to ask my wife. She won't know though because she's not a big drinker, but her dad will. Actually, I'm going to save this for my father-in-law. Yeah, I'll see if he knows what this is. So, I definitely prefer London to Paris. Gold maple, absolutely. Paris, I went to Paris when I was nice. Copy paste. That's about the size of it for me too. The Infusionist. Yeah, I went to Paris in my 20s. I thought it was amazing. But the city's changed a little bit. It just something wasn't the same about it when I went back this time. London was just phenomenal, so much fun. And maybe it's that I don't really speak fluent French. I can understand some words. I took a couple of years of French in high school, but like in London, everyone speaks English. London was a lot more fun. But I will say I've got to finish editing the video. I've had it for like a year, the footage. I went to the Paris Mint when I was in Paris, and it was awesome. The Musée de Monet de Paris. They have the mint there where you do a tour of the actual mint, and it's a real working mint. Even though they're on the euro, Paris designs the Paris Mint. They design and print all the euros for Paris and mint all the euros for Paris. But they also have some really, really cool coins. And if you just Google Monet de Paris or the Paris Mint, if you just Google them, you'll find their website. They have amazing coins and the prices are not bad. You can order direct and they'll ship them to you. And in fact, I should do that and do an unboxing video. I've been so busy with this whatnot stuff lately. But yeah, there's beautiful stuff at the Paris Mint that they make. And the cool thing is they have the mint, but then they had a museum and they had a special exhibition called L'Argent. And it was, which is a play on words because l'argent is money in French, but it said l'art. It was like the art of money. And so it was all sorts of paintings and sculptures and mixed media art that was just based around the theme of money. And it was really cool. So I've got to finish editing that video because we had a good time. My daughter went with me, and we really did enjoy going through the museum there. And we only had like a couple hours because we had to get on a train to Italy, which was unfortunate because I would have liked to have spent more time there. But yeah, London was great. I got to visit one of the older coin shops in the city. And actually, there's a place I went to, a currency shop in London. The guy wouldn't do a video with me. That was really awesome, though. The currency shop had been there for like 150 years. It was like the son who ran it, and his father had started it. It was really, really cool. One day I got to talk about that, though, maybe do a little video about it, because it really, it was just amazing to everything I got to do over there. So in any event, but yeah, this is all the fun stuff we'll be running tonight. The big build-up really, though, is for next week. Next week, we're going to have free shipping. And I am going to have a lot more Morgan's Peace dollars, that sort of thing next week. This week, we've got a ton of nice silver. We've got a ton of slab coins. We've got some, maybe we'll run some of this world currency, and we'll run some of the American stuff. Yes. And even in London, I was only there for a couple days. Because really the main thing, we were going to Italy to see my wife's family. I really want to go back to London, and the flights are not expensive, especially as you get into the cooler times of the year. You can get like a round trip to London from New York and like 5 nights in a hotel for like $1,000. So one of these days, maybe I'll go this year. I don't know. Later this year, my wife and I could go, but yeah, who knows? In any event, the Monet de Paris is really, really nice gold maple. I agree. And they even did some reproductions of US coins, I think, which are pretty cool. And yeah, the Louvre, I want to go. I've never been to the Louvre. We were only there for a day, and I guess you got to buy tickets in advance because you can't just like walk up to the Louvre and say, I'll have 2 tickets. It's so popular. So if I ever go back to Paris, we will do that. We'll buy the tickets in advance. The other thing I really want to do is, I didn't get to tour Buckingham Palace. That's another one where they do have tours, but you really got to plan it in advance, like months in advance to buy your tickets for those Buckingham Palace tours. But I would love to tour Buckingham Palace. We did go to Buckingham Palace, and it's kind of funny because when you're a tourist, you just go and you stand out in front of Buckingham Palace. There's just a bunch of people that just fucking stand there and look at the Buckingham Palace. There's absolutely nothing going on. People just standing there because it's Buckingham Palace, you know. And I guess they do the changing of the guards every so often, but I wasn't there at that point. So yeah, it's a cool place though. Lots of amazing coins in that country, you know, in Europe in general. Even Italy, when I was in Italy, a lot of cool coins in Italy. Although it's kind of sad that they switched over the euro. Although every country has their own euro, like London, when you look at the pounds and the coins they have there, it's very ethnocentric, their currency, you know, and the euro is not so much. But I think each region has their own like sort of things they put on euro. I can't really tell. It's just I didn't pay that much attention, and honestly, I used my credit card most of the time when I was over there. So boy, we're getting off on a tangent here though. So, but yeah, tonight's the night. Again, big night, lots of inventory. I'm gonna go as late as I can. We're starting at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Link is in the description to the auction. There should be a link to the affiliate program. You get $15 in credit when you sign up for Whatnot. Even if you don't come to my show, which you should, even if you don't come, I would recommend it. Whatnot is awesome. I get a lot of great deals on Whatnot. Got one video unboxing on there now with some stuff I picked up. I'm probably going to do another couple because I buy stuff off Whatnot all the time. So I would love to see you there tonight. Would love to see you sub the channel if you're not already a member. And thanks for hanging out with me this afternoon. So we're about 3 hours away. I got 3.5 hours to get ready for the big show, and I will see you all in a little bit. Thank you so much for coming out today, Sean. Good to see you, and hopefully we'll see you tonight. And Gold Maple, thanks for hanging out with us the whole time as well. And hopefully I'll see you tonight on Whatnot Gold Maple, but if not, come hang out with us next week, you know. Love to see you again. It was fun chatting with you. So thanks, everyone. See you guys again soon.